You know, it's rare that Kamala Harris's handlers let her go off the teleprompter, let her just speak extemporaneously on her own. But for whatever reason, they allowed it in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, that's a state, quite honestly, that she should have already had in the bag, man. And she would if she wasn't afraid to pick a Jewish vice presidential candidate in Josh Shapiro. Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, he's got a 60% approval rating in that state. And the way our modern day political climate is, 60%, that might as well be 100%, right? But just listen to the wild and crazy things that Kamala has to say in Pennsylvania. And just listen to the way she actually speaks. Personally, I think that she might not be completely sober. And as she's talking, man, just watch Tim Walz's face as she's speaking. I mean, when a guy with that many skeletons in his closet is looking at you like that, you probably have some pretty serious issues.
This campaign is about a recognition that, frankly, over the last several years, there's been this kind of perversion that has taken place, I think, which is to suggest that the measure of the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down, when what we know is the real and true measure of the strength of a leader is based on who you lift up. That's what we see as strength. We know what strength looks like. That's what strength looks like. Anybody who's about beating down other people is a coward.
Think about what you're hearing here, man. I'll skip the obvious irony of talking about being uplifting and positive and not beating people down and all the blah, blah, blah right before you start calling names. All right, that's too easy. But I do want to talk about her use of the word coward in Pennsylvania, of all places. I mean, this is a woman, first off, who hasn't answered a real question from the press in a month. Her running mate's dog has given more real interviews than her, and she's calling someone else a coward. But to me, it's especially doing it in Pennsylvania. She could have, and she should have, chosen Josh Shapiro as her running mate. I mean, the guy has a brain. The guy could actually have handed her electoral votes in Pennsylvania, but she was literally too much of a coward to pick a Jew. She was worried about the mob, the same mob that came to Chicago for her anyway. But I don't know. Maybe that's why she's allegedly doing a bit of day drinking.
We know there's a duality to the nature of democracy. Let's build community. Let's reinforce community. You all as volunteers, what you know, and we're going to spread the word, is how you can look at the face of a perfect stranger and see in their face a neighbor. That we see in each other our connection, our interdependence, what we see in each other, which fortifies and reinforces that the vast majority of us have so much more in common than what separates us. That's what this campaign is about. Yes, it is about winning, and we will win. And we will win. And we will win.
The only way she wins is with the help of her corporate sponsors and puppet masters. That is it. That is the only way she's got a chance. I mean, she's definitely not going to win by giving speeches like this. I mean, just listen to what these people think is a winning message. They're talking about joy and energy with some sprinkles of socialist ideas in there, all brought to you by the most radical ticket, probably in all of U.S. history, right? And just one more thing, man. As you watch this next part, does Tim Walz remind you of the Saturday Night Live skit of Will Ferrell, the husband and wife church singers? This guy talking about joy is, I don't know, it's something else.
For the young people here, they maybe haven't seen a campaign like this because of COVID, because of things that's happening. This is a chance to bring out that joy, turn the page, and look to the future. This idea of going forward.
How empty and vapid could these people possibly be? They say it's about joy and it's about going to the future, about moving forward. What are they talking about? He says young people may not have ever seen a campaign like this before. And I'm sure they haven't. I mean, none of us have. We are accustomed to candidates that someone actually voted for one. and then also actually answer real questions from real people, not ones that send their dog to their media engagements. No one has seen a campaign like this, but that's just my take, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.